Alexa, turn on the studio light. Well, hello. Good morning to you. And while you're awake, we need to talk. A few days ago, I was scouring Facebook. Just checking up on stuff. And I went into one of the groups that I'm in. And I came across this post by one of my fellow content creators. And he put up a post. Basically, what he was saying in this post was that he doesn't understand why it's to the degree that Bahamians don't give that much support. And I could not agree with him anymore. Now, granted, I know some of y'all just take things the wrong way or whatever, so I have to lay some disclaimers out there. This video is not intended to shame anyone into being a supporter of ours, nor are we begging for support. This is just how can I put this? A deep dive into what our culture actually likes to view as content. One of the things that struck me as odd is the things that people like to consume. And it's always something on the notion of, fighting or arguments or something making you laugh or people doing something silly, something to that effect. But it's never anything else other than that's serious or could be fun like my content is. But here we are. And to prove this, I have a good example. A few months ago, there was an incident where there was a report on the newspaper about something that went on one of the beaches up here. And I had made a TikTok about it. And in one day, that TikTok racked up a lot of views. And the reason why it racked up so much views was because I started the video like this.
Someone tell me why the I have to see this at the front head of the newspaper.
I feel as if I hadn't started that video like that, if that video would have gotten the regular views that my other videos used to get. Because if that one video got a bunch of views on TikTok in like a day, I don't even want to know how much it is to now. I know it's probably my most watched video on TikTok because I opened it that way. But these videos are the ones that get attention, and it's not anything serious or anything that is backing up a content creator that does anything else that's not anything in that limelight or spectrum. If it doesn't have anything to do with cussing somebody out or getting in a fight with somebody or talking about somebody, man or woman, or insert whatever flagrant stuff you want to put in there, it's never looked at like to be serious. And it's to the point where a lot of content creators have to bend by doing things like funny content where they may not even be funny. They may not even know how to make content that makes people laugh or whatever. But they have to make certain things that appeals to people over there just so they can slowly drag them into the content that they actually want to create, which can be debated that that's kind of the way business works. But at the same time, I think the real question is, where's the support coming from when after doing all these things, like if we deviate from that in the slightest bit, we don't get any views at all? And that's weird. It's one of the weirdest things to maneuver, because unless like our content is riddled with controversy, be it we talking about something with politics, or we talking bad about somebody, or we digging somebody in the dirt, or God forbid, get catch in provocative positions with people, that's a weird place to be in. And that's not the type of content that we want to create. It's not going to make us happy, because there are people who actually want to do the things that they know that they can do. Like myself, I'm a balloon artist, I'm a video game creator, I'm a magician. I do all of these things in all of my content. And, I do the occasional vlog every now and then. So I want people to see what I have. But if the only thing that's going to drag people to see my stuff is if I get giddy and foolish and do all manner of silly things by round and cussing people out, that's not what I'm gonna do. That doesn't make me happy, because it's not what I do. Granted, I am that type of person who does those sort of things, and that's how my content is geared, given the fact that, you know, my channel is not specifically for kids to watch. But that's just me. That doesn't mean I'm gonna do that all the time. That's why I take these videos very seriously, because these are the types of videos where I try to tackle these problems head on. So I don't know. I understand what my friend was talking about when he put that post up, and I concurred with him, because a lot of people commented under that exact same post. And it's weird though, because it goes beyond just that, because there are a lot of people who are very artistic in some of the things that they do, yet, you know, as people from this country, it's hard for us to get support from our own people, and it's weird. And a lot of people will argue the fact that it's the same problem no matter where you go, but the long and short of it is, it's just weird that because our country is like so small, we don't have that support that we should be having. But it's like only until we make it that everyone wants to say, hey, well, you know, that's one of us, you know, that's our people's them. And that's kind of weird, because it's kind of standoffish, or it throws us off, because it's like, it puts you in a mood to like feel like, where were you when I was doing all this other stuff or whatever. But I understand, like, it's the nature of the beast. So to help me out with discussing this topic, I enlisted the help of one of my favorite persons in the whole world, Vee The Singer, and she shared some insight onto what this is like for her and for possibly every other content creator that's out there. So you guys can check it out, and we'll be right back. So I'm here with Vee The Singer, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoy the face. Look at it. It's so nice. Oh my god.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am a singer, songwriter, and I am a content creator. I make videos on TikTok and YouTube and sometimes Facebook, but not really, because y'all don't love me over there. But yes, I do what I do, pretty much.
We've been discussing today's topic for a long time, and I wanted to get your stance on it, because a lot of people don't understand fully from the perspective of artists and entertainers what it means to not have support by their own people. So what is that like for you?
I can speak from my perspective, and also a few other people that I am aware of and know and heard them speak about this topic. I find that it's disappointing and it's discouraging when you actually put effort into your content or your music, whatever it is that your content may be, your music, your videos, or whatever, and then to have it be kind of pushed aside for something that's super simple and a lot of the times ignorant. A lot of the times Bahamians tend to respond to, you know, something that's meant to be funny, or something that's violent, some sort of fight or argument between people, and for some reason that's what gets the attention, that's what gets the likes, and that's what rakes in those views. And it sucks, because what is it like for a person that doesn't want to do those kinds of things to get attention, or that doesn't want to sell out, I guess, to have their talents or whatever it is noticed? As a woman, it's specific to, you know, it's a bit different, because we live in a world where we're told that sex sells. I found that if I showed a bit more skin, a little cleavage and this and that in a video or in a picture, then that video or picture would get more attention. Or if I make a video arguing about something or talking about something I don't like the other day I made a video about PMH, for example. That video blew up, but that was me talking about a personal experience I had at that hospital. And, you know, that's just, for example, one thing that people tend to respond to, versus you just having something you're passionate about, something that you want to put out into the world that's actually, you know, something you put effort into, that's creative, and those things tend to get overlooked. You don't want to admit those things, because we as Bahamians love to admit that we like to say that we support each other, but that's not the case a lot of the times, unless that person already has a large following. Then we like to claim them after the fact.
Yep.
We like to put up Bahamian flags and comments and stuff like that, but we don't want to necessarily help that person get to that point. We don't want to share their videos, you know. Something as simple as taking something you see and putting a like or a comment that pushes that person forward, or, you know, share it with your friends or whatever if you like it that much. People don't really do that much over here. That sense of community is not really there, you know, and it sucks. But yeah, that's basically how I feel about it. It's just unfortunate that that's the case, and I'm still figuring it out, to be told that, you know, just make better content and just this and just that, when that's not even the case.
Or they be just telling you to just make it, well, you gotta make it funny, like you ain't even funny or anything like that. You gotta be funny and entertaining and all that other stuff.
I'm not here to be a clown, I'm here to be a singer.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, that people that would see some of my videos and be like, oh, well, you're a natural comedian, or you're funny in your own ways and this, and I'm like, yeah, sure, but at the same time, that's not what I'm passionate about.
Yeah, because it's like they feel as if comedy is the only thing that's going for them. What do you think we as entertainers can do, aside from like me making this video right now? What do you think that we can do to enforce change into our current society of people who are just into, like, you know, the funny things, the explicit stuff or anything like that, you know?
I mean, you said besides stuff like this, but I think that this is a major thing that we can do, speak about it, you know, and not just in a random post. People like to see your face, they like to see you talk directly to them a lot of the times and state like, well, this is what's going on, and like, we want to know why this is the case. Is there something that we're missing, you know, or do you not support because you feel, you know, something isn't for you? Because I found that in the past, I've met people that would say, like, you're not doing Bahamian music, you know, and we want you to do rake and scrape and whatever else. And then we would say, oh, well, we'll put your music this place or the next place, or because you're not Bahamianizing your music, you're not going to be seen over here. But then I've also met people that heard my music and are like, oh, you was a Bahamian, or like they're impressed. Suddenly they want to play your stuff until you say that you're a Bahamian, and they're just like, oh, wow, I didn't know that. You know, so I just feel like there needs to be more communication from artists to consumers. Does that make sense? And just having more of a actual industry, like networking over here amongst artists, not just see you in the street somewhere or at a party and hail you or whatever. Like, if anything, we can help lift each other up, do more collaboration styles, you know, things, and do more collaborations. So,
like, this is a collab, you know?
Apparently. And so doing stuff like that, I feel, and getting the word out would make a difference. And also speaking, I guess, more so to radio stations too, getting specifically for musicians their music played, and so that people would know who they are and respect them as an artist, not just, you know, people that are raking and scraping. I will continue to say that.
Raking and scraping.
Yeah, so it has to be an even, you know,
so essentially,
support across the board.
So essentially, you literally just saying that you don't want no raking and scraping in it.
Very funny. Very funny.
So, okay. So last question, right? What would you need to see happen in order to see the change is either beginning or is happening?
To have that support, to see, you know, my video or your video or anybody else's videos or songs or whatever it is being, I guess, shared, you know, having more engagement with the posts, having it be a situation where people don't mind paying for your content, whether it's your music or stuff you might put on like your, what's the thing, like Patreon and stuff like that.
Or Ko-fi.
Yeah, like people that want to enjoy your content and actually support you as their fellow Bahamian and not somehow overlook you because of that. Yeah, I feel like there needs to be change in that direction. I feel like that's something that would show me that there is change, you know, because we as Bahamians love to say that we have a black crab mentality, but who is going to change it? If this is the case, if that is what's causing it, who is going to be the one that says it just doesn't make sense? Because literally when one of us succeeds, we all do. You know, when somebody's running on the Olympics, everybody's cheering for that person, but they don't know the struggle they went through to get there. And when they see people in artistry, you know, and in a creative field they're not giving them that same support or respect, and it's frustrating, you know, and I feel like that needs to stop.
It is weird, you know, like it's hard, and the thing is, a lot of people would even go so far as to say the reason why they cheer so much for the people in the Olympics is because they made it to the Olympics.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what I'm saying. Like in order for, but they don't know what it took to get to that point.
Yeah, they're not there for it. Yeah.
Like they like to claim people like Lenny Kravitz and Rick Fox and whoever else, but they don't know the struggle it got. Like they probably went through to get to the point they are at now. You know, but they will definitely use their names to say that they're this person or they're from this place, and I feel like that needs to stop. I do too.
I know I said that was gonna be my last question, but I do have another thing I wanted to. Do you think that the reason this is like, what is your idea behind like the reason we don't get support is why a lot of people over here like to push their content to like other places? Like I remember in some of our conversations we'd be saying that it's better that I just push my content to America because nobody over here is gonna support like that or whatever. Yeah.
Because I mean, the idea behind doing that is to get your content seen from a group of people that tend to support you when they like you and don't have any bias toward you because you're from where they're from. You know, and once you get a following in other places, it doesn't even have to be America, it could be the UK, it could be Asia or wherever, because I know a few people that have their music in other countries and people over here, they don't know their music, you know. And I think that that's what I guess motivates that decision to decide to push their content to another place, because then they get that support from something might spark, and all of a sudden a lot of people in that place is seeing your stuff, and you have support from people you didn't even know would see your stuff, and then suddenly the Bahamian people that tend to be watching or maybe lurking, Bahamians love to lurk. They love to lurk, you know. They don't love to click like, but they love to lurk around and see what you're doing, especially people that know you for some reason, and they don't actually click like and support. And boy, anyways, the point is that's what's happening. And so when Bahamians see that, oh, they have a lot of followers, they have a lot of this and that, I wonder like what's the big change. Then they might tune in, and we would hope that Bahamians would then follow along and say, well, this is a Bahamian person, they have a lot of followers and a lot of people that listen to their music or watching their content, and then suddenly they try to claim you like they always do. So that's basically the idea, in my opinion, about doing that, or the idea of doing that. That's my Bahamian baby! Yeah, they can put flags in your comments and everything like that, which is fine, but at the same time, like, don't act like you was always doing that. Like I said earlier, if there's something that's stopping that, like, we need to have an open dialogue and figure out what that is. Like, from, like I said, creator to audience or potential audience. Like, what is it that people want to see? Because they love to say that Bahamians can't do this right or can't do that good, but who is the standard? Who are you comparing them to from the Americans, huh? And
when do we get to actually change the standard?
Yeah.
You know, how can we? How do we live up to that standard if you're setting it to like such a degree? Because we don't even have a standard for ourselves if you're just placing it on like other influences like Americans or whatever. You know, everyone. Go ahead.
I would say this. I wouldn't say that it's just here where this is happening. Like, I have done some reading in the past and realized that, you know, we as Bahamians love to say, well, it would be cool if one of us, you know, was to blow up and have our name known all over the world. And, you know, people like to say, well, you have to get away from here to get that to happen. And that sucks that we don't have an actual industry here. But then there are people that would argue that people in the States move from their like their
hometowns,
states, to go to, you know, Atlanta, or move to New York, or move to LA to get their career started too. And so they don't see it the way that we see it, you know, when it comes to that, because no matter who you are, most people have to move from where you are and out of your comfort zone to get somewhere. And I wish that that wasn't the case, but that is the case. But when it comes to over here, I just wish there was more support amongst each other. Like, remember the other day I was telling you about coming across Jamaican content on YouTube? And so basically what I was telling him about was that there was this channel I came across that had like a Jamaican reality show that was on YouTube. I'm assuming it was internet based only, I'm not sure. And basically it was a reality show where these Instagram or TikTok influencers from Jamaica were in a house together, and that video had like over maybe like 40 to 50,000 views, and like comments and actual interaction. And that's a place in the Caribbean, and those people, from what I see, a lot of those comments were from their own people. Why can't it be something like that over here, where if something is created for Bahamians to consume, why can't there actually be support if it's not something that is always jokey or some clownery? Like, why can't it be like an actual series that is actually supported, or actual music that is really supported and people are backing and pushing that? Like, that needs to be the case, because we want to claim that it's better in the Bahamas, but unfortunately sometimes it isn't.
Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Vee The Singer. I want to say thank you for coming over and imparting your wisdom to everyone else out there. And where can they follow you?
You guys can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and everywhere else as Vee The Singer, VeeTheSinger.
I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching. If you are subscribed to me, thank you so much. We have gotten a lot of subscribers on my channel, and I have some good news finally. You can finally get your exclusive content that I've kept saying that I was supposed to be having ready for y'all on Ko-fi. I have my subscription tier on Ko-fi right now, so you can go and check out 2 exclusive videos, including this one. You can check this one 24 hours earlier before everyone else does, just like all my other content. And if you want to, please buy me a coffee on Ko-fi. It would help me out so much. And the subscription tier is only $1. Yes, $1. You get access to all of my exclusive content, all of the stuff that I'm not going to post on YouTube for everyone else to see. It's only for you all to see. So thank you very much, and I would appreciate and love if you guys go to my Ko-fi page, buy me a coffee, and check out the subscription tier, and all will be cool. All right. And also, you can check me out when I'm streaming. I'm streaming from Thursdays to Sundays, and yeah, that should be about it. So peace, love, and hair grease to you guys. I will see you guys later, and y'all take it easy. I'm out. Alexa, turn off the studio light.